The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. President Bongbong Marcos gathered newly elected officials to discuss the expanded rollout of boosters and safe resumption of in-person classes. The meeting on Friday was attended by governors and mayors as well as other officials, including Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte. Marcos Jr., however, was only able to deliver a virtual message as he is currently isolated after contracting COVID-19. In a Facebook post, the president said they will ramp up the administration of booster jabs among minors ahead of the resumption of face-to-face classes. The DepEd, under the leadership of Duterte, plans to resume full in-person classes across the country by November this year. Now, one school in Muntinlupa City has started preparing for the looming comeback of face-to-face classes. JC Cosico has the report.
Distance seats, opened windows for air ventilation, thermal scanners at the doorstep, hand washing areas in hallways, and safety markers and signages posted around the campus. These are just some of the COVID-19 safety protocols being implemented at the Tunasan Nat'l High School in Muntinlupa City when they began limited face-to-face classes back in December. And most likely, school officials say this will be the same setup for the full in-person classes targeted to begin in November.
We will be strengthening more of all of this so that by that time in November, we are already.
Tunasan Nat'l High School is among the 28 schools in Metro Manila that piloted the limited face-to-face class setup last year. From 2,500 grade 7 to 12 students, more than triple or around 8,000 junior and senior high schoolers are expected to return for the full face-to-face class setup.
We will be more careful this time because until now, we're still in pandemic.
But still, some teachers can't help but worry, just like senior master teacher Eid'l, who has hyperthyroidism.
Until such time na hindi tayo COVID-free, lahat tayo dapat maging worried.
He admitted face-to-face classes are better as internet connection remained to be a problem. Delfino added an in-person class setup will let them focus more on their students.
You cannot really give an authentic assessment kung natuto si bata. Tama? Unlike doon sa sa face-to-face na deportment ng bata nakikita mo, alam mo kung ang bata naa-absorb yung tinuturo mo. Dito,
some parents and guardians share the same view as they are having a hard time teaching their children.
Mas alam ng mga guro kung paano i-handle din yung mga bata. Hindi kamukha naming mga lola, parent, syempre minsan sa pagod din namin, di ba? May mga lulutuin, basta may mga gagawin, tapos ayan pa yung module ng mga bata. Hindi rin namin sila matutukan.
But just like some teachers, other parents are worried that their kids might get COVID-19 at school. Dimple Espeleta, for instance, has 5 high schoolers returning to school soon.
Nandun din yung pangamba na, siyempre, hindi naman lahat ng mga anak ko may vaccine. Tapos hindi mo rin masasabi yung iba na dikit-dikit din sila. Kasi ngayon hindi pa rin patapos ang pandemic.
But the school management assures,
We will do our very best so that there's children will be protected and that we will be able to deliver quality teaching and learning.
with full in-person classes expected to happen soon, small businesses near schools are hoping they could bounce back from their losses. School supply vendor Cindy Gallego, for one, said some of her items can no longer be sold due to few customers.
Yung business po na to dati boom po talaga, malaki yung kinikita. Ngayon wala talaga, pangkain na lang. Sana nga po, tuloy-tuloy na.
While sales of food vendor Berto Visico also weakened.
Matumal, di mahina ang income, mahina ang benta. Siyempre, pag nag-face-to-face na, medyo babalik ka sa normal.
For now, DepEd has yet to issue a department order regarding full face-to-face classes. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Hundreds of Filipino Muslims have gathered at Camp Karingal in Quezon City for the observance of Eid'l Adha. The celebration featured traditional clothing, accessories, and equipment, udhiya, or the sacred ritual of sacrificing an animal, and sadaka, or the distribution of grocery items for the least fortunate, were also part of the program. Newly minted Senator Robin Padilla, meanwhile, was invited as guest of honor. In a speech, he called for unity for all Filipinos regardless of religion and stressed the importance of teaching culture and history in schools.
Yung pong pag-aaral ng kasaysayan ng history nating mga Pilipino, yan po ang magsisilbing ugat ng ating mga kababayan. Yan po ang magbibigay ng karakter sa ating mga kabataan. Kita naman yung mga kabataan natin, nagtatalo-talo. Hindi natin malaman kung saan nanggagaling ang kanilang mga opinyon.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Another round of oil price rollback is expected next week. Uni Oil projects that diesel prices may be slashed by up to 6 pesos per liter, while gasoline prices may be reduced by up to 5 pesos and 70 centavos. The Health Department reports a 58% increase in dengue cases over the past year. DOH Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere told the chiefs that increased mobilization has contributed to the uptick in admissions. And Pagasa continues to monitor a low-pressure area east of Surigao City. Although it has no direct impact yet, the Weather Bureau says habagat will bring rains over several parts of the country, including Metro Manila. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.